What up, guys? I got a question from John. He says he's having trouble doing the traditional wrestling shot here. He says what happens is when he's doing it, he's stepping in and he's going, and then basically as soon as his knee starts to track a little bit over his toes, it doesn't want to do anything anymore, and he just has to slam his knee into the ground. Obviously super painful. He wants to get better at wrestling, and he's wondering if I have any ideas on how to get this ankle a little bit more flexible, so this way when he's trying to do these shots, he can get down nice and low and let that knee drive down to the ground without being so painful. So John, thanks for the question. I'm gonna show you 2 stretches that have been really useful to me for loosening up my ankles, and will hopefully, again, no guarantees here, but will hopefully help you get a little bit more range of motion in this area here. So this way, when you're actually practicing your shots, you don't have to go from here to here. You can let that knee track down to the ground and then get your shot going. All right, guys, so super simple stretch. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna come in here, you're gonna step up to your foot, and you're gonna place a kettlebell on the top of your leg. Now from here, we're going into the position. I'm gonna let this knee track out, right? Because again, a lot of people, when they try to go for the shot, they struggle with letting their knee come down forward, right? A lot of us that have tight ankles. So as I'm doing that, I'm now gonna load the stretch with that kettlebell. And I like to get my hand here to keep my heel down nice and tight, and I'm just gonna rock this forward and hang out for between 20 and 40 seconds. And then I'll typically come up out of it. Sometimes, depending on how I feel, I might go in a little bit more, hang out a couple times, come back out. But again, I'm trying to get at least about a total between sets of about 2 minutes in this stretch. And it's to help get those things, those tendons, those muscles and everything loosened up. And again, I'll do this on both legs. But again, another simple stretch that you can throw into the mix to try to help improve your shot. All right, guys, so first thing is we're gonna take a dumbbell. I've got a 30 here. Anything over 30 is fine. You just want enough clearance here so that when we do the stretch, we can actually get a little bit of a stretch in our ankle. So I'm gonna put the dumbbell on the ground, very simple. Place my foot on top of it. Again, you're placing the kind of the ball of your foot right there onto it. And I'll usually do this up against a wall or somewhere where I can balance. And I'm gonna step into it, put all of my weight on that single leg that's pressed into the dumbbell, and then what I'm doing here, I'm looking to get a stretch in the back of my calf, my ankle, that area, and I'm just hanging out. And again, I'll be in the stretch for somewhere between 45 seconds to a minute with a couple sets, looking to get at least about 2 minutes in the stretch. Now that you've done those stretches, the idea would be to get some mats. If obviously you can get some mats for your house or whatever, but then get some mats and then see how things feel a little bit. Do you feel a little bit more loose in your ankles? Can you let that knee track in a little bit? And again, when you're doing it, much more helpful when you're starting your shots, start down low on the ground and just get into a habit of letting it drop. You're going from heels, toes, knee, just letting it drop. And what you'll find is even if you just practice, you do those stretches and you just start practicing the shot more, you'll start loosening up the muscles necessary. So again, if you're having trouble with that, but you're wanting to improve, try those stretches out, see how they feel. Right after you're done doing those stretches, then try to get some shots in while you have that increased range of motion in your ankles and your calves. And again, just do some shots up and down the mats and do them from a low spot here. And don't be worried about going super fast, worry about being in this position here, staying nice and low, letting it track. And then we can practice back and forth, up and down the mats. So John, thanks for the question, bro. Hope that helps. Talk to you guys next time.